Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's subject is able to set up a degree wheel, and it's very simple for you guys to to do yourself. If you're going to do support and all that type of thing, you got to know what you're in for and how much material to take off and how to work out your duration on your exhaust side, that piston's exhaust is open. Right guys, we've actually got an OBR Jeffro engine here. Bit of dispute on Facebook at the moment. Poor guy brought this a little while back. We actually did a video to race this engine against another old 34. Mate, they were identical in speed. Except for this Jeffro had a 2-speed. That was the only difference, but they're all identical, and that's when I realised there's a slight problem with this engine. It should go a little bit harder. So I owned the other 34 and I just put a new piston ring, sold it to the guy, and made the thing absolutely go. So here we're just going to show you quickly. So I know the duration on this exhaust duration, how much the pistons, the exhaust is actually open. So at the moment it's when it from top dead center down, when you just crack daylight on the exhaust, we got 90. So when you got 90, you're actually plus 90. Okay, that'll give you 180. Okay, so 90, it's 180. Minus 360 degrees will give you 180. So this is exhaust on this OBR Jeffro engine is actually open at 180 degrees. That exhaust is open. Okay. Your limitation really, you don't want more than 190 degrees, because after that it just comes a problem trying to run it. You won't know bobbing and all that sort of stuff, and just take a fair bit to get up to just undrivable. You want no more than 190. Alright, so that's what the timing on the exhaust duration. So to quickly just how you work out a degree wheel, buy them on the internet, get it from this bloke. This is the best wheel you can buy. I brought 2 of these. I actually gave my mate one of these. So you can crack open the transfer port on the other side and get rubbed in bottom dead center. Use the piston stop if you like, because you just and do it that way. And just to check where you are, that is 0, you go one way X amount. So you got 55, then you crack it the other way, and if you got 55, you know that is 0. If there's a difference by X amount, you got to split the difference, and what you do, you split the difference on moving this your pointer. Alright, so you split the difference, then you double check, go one way and go the other. Just make sure this is tightened up. Use your adapter on the back. It goes on the flywheel, so your easy starter one, so you protrude that out, tighten that up, bit of wire onto your coil thing. Very, very simple. Just the other, cylinder's done good. The only thing was disappointing. 3/4 was good, and 1/4, mate, this could have went a lot better. Alright, anyway, before we go down, this was supposed to have a forged rod on it, and a full circle crank. That's why we sort of investigate why this motor it should have went a little bit harder than the old OBR 45 had, and this has got more work to it. Alright, so the reason where it was not good, the transfer side plate on an OBR, I don't like them. Better off to me anyway. I reworked my own, and I actually put a curvature. So I've got JB weld in there, so I've got a proper flow going into the cylinder for air and fuel mix. Alright, so the OBR, just give it a rough, what I'm saying, actually kicks back like this and goes in like that. Well, that's not a smooth transferred into the transfer in your thing. And what I found, a wall here, which is the outside, and your plate's actually bolted up to that. You look inside, they weren't blended properly. So usually that wall there, I actually take X amount back and it aligns with the transfer. Alright, and then that bottom section there will have that curvature there. I did a bit of tickle the other way on the transfer itself, going to the piston area. So there you go, guys. So I just showed you how to check your duration. Your best bet, okay, right, you got a degree wheel, you know you can only take X amount off. So if you work it out, you can actually put a ring in there, put a piston up, push it up where roughly how much material you got to take off, put your texture mark on there. Okay, so double check where that mark is, and on the degree wheel work out your numbers of how much duration. Okay, then yeah, you know that's exactly right in that line, and that's how much you got to take off the roof, and that'll give you exactly the duration of that the exhaust that's open. So I hope this make you understand. All the people won't show you this stuff, but if you do a bit of tamping, porting, all that, same as you do on the inlet side, just remember you can't take any off the roof, off the intake side. Okay, and on the exhaust, you only take material on the roof. Okay, never off the bottom. Right? It's going to change. You can play off in the transfer, but mate, you got a pretty well experience to know what you're doing there, because you can alter something really bad. So the idea, guys, you want to do a bit of porting. This is going to show you how to do it. You need one of these. They're not expensive, and you find you just got to drill the hole out a little bit more and put it on. Get bottom dead center. Alright, and put your wire on there, sit on 0. Then you put one of these in here. You know, sort of just remember you're going to have compression. Just going to make sure that nut and everything's tightened. Swing it one way, whatever the number is, swing it the other way. There's a difference, and like say 2 degrees, 3 degrees, adjust it on the wire, go through it again, do it that way. Just remember you get it and then you check for your duration, where your exhaust is, get it on top dead center, other words down here, 180, back up there. Right, then you go back the opposite way, okay, and bring it down to you just crack daylight on the exhaust. Write your number down, say if it's 90, right, you got 90. Then what you got to do is plus 90, that's 180. Then you minus 180 from 360. That'll give you your number, what you open on the exhaust, and how much duration it is that exhaust is open for, right? So you want to increase power, and then you work out how much material you got to take off, put a line there, then go back and check with your wheel and what the degrees is, and go back a little bit harder because you're going to have to sneak inside here to see where your line is. Alright, because you're going to have to take the cylinder off and do that. No, that's the beauty about billet heads, mate. You don't have to worry about it. Take that off, mate. You don't have to worry about piston off. You put a rule on top or nothing, that it's easy to find bottom dead centre. So this is the most easiest way to do it. You want to increase power, mate, and how much you got to take off the roof. You know, don't go more than 190 because you'll make it undrivable. And the more the higher the duration, the bigger the clutch spring you're going to need. Alright, just remember that, because you're going to take a little bit of bottom end out, and you're going to increase RPM. Alright, so I'm out. Just remember, this method all matters, and may the force be with you, and I'll see you on the next one.